Hey guys, in this lecture we're gonna learn how to do the programming in AWS Glue. So just to start with that, I have already created a notebook so which we're gonna upload here. So once you are on the AWS Glue screen, click on this ETL job, click on this notebook and upload a notebook. So you can choose the Glue service role, so which we created already. Choose a file. This is the file and let's wait. So it's starting the notebook. So meanwhile we can go here and see what tables we have already in our glue table. So in previous lectures we have created this databases and then we have one table also which is pointing to this S3 location, and this is like BT course DB final. So we can change the title here to AWS Glue Programming 1. So in this lecture we're gonna learn like how to start your interactive session, create a dynamic frame from a table in AWS Glue Data Catalog and display its schema, convert the dynamic frame to Spark DataFrame and display a sample of data which shows the 20 rows by default, display full column contents, display 2 row and full column contents, how to use pyspark column class for data frame column selection or creating a subset data frame. And another last one is how to add new column to a Spark data frame. So these are the things we're going to learn in this lecture. So let's start. So to start the interactive session, so always remember this is very important. Start with 2 worker because 5 worker might be more it's gonna be more expensive if you're not gonna put this. So start with 2 worker and then so it's showing here waiting for session to get into the ready state. So when you click on the interactive session, you will be able to see here that interactive session are in progress. So it's ready. You can see now. So has been created. Okay, cool. So let's go to the next. Dynamic frame from a table in the AWS Glue Data Catalog and displayed schema. So glue context dot create dynamic frame from catalog. This is the method in the glue context is available. So glue context we have created here. So from like Spark context is like Spark library, Spark class, not a library. So we have imported it like you can see here from pyspark dot context we have imported Spark context. So Spark context is gonna create Spark context object, and then when we pass the reference of this, it's gonna give us glue context object. So glue context, then we start using this object, we start a Spark session, and then we start a job object also. So this is like a standard code. It's going to be part of all your ETL job. So now coming to next, glue context dot create dynamic frame from catalog. So these are the methods. So like from catalog is a method, and what are the parameters it need? It's need a like database and table name. So database name what we are giving here is this one, BT course DB final, and then table name is raw data 24M006. And all these things we have if you want to see So this is the location S3 BT course bucket 4, BT course bucket 4, and then Y M06. So these are the four files. So now coming to this, once we've done this, this is dynamic frame, and if we execute it, it's gonna show you the schema. So it will take just few seconds to process, and it's gonna display. Yeah, so you can see here. So we have these column: date, time, equipment ID, equipment name, type value, attribute value, and string. So all these are available in this table as a column, and their type you can also see. So now in this example, convert the dynamic frame to a Spark data frame and display a sample of data which show the 20 row by default. So this is the method to convert a dynamic frame to data frame. So this is also standard. You're gonna use it a lot in your Glue ETL programming. And then do a df data frame dot show. So this data frame dot show is gonna show top 20 rows. So if you will do, like, you can try, you can give it try to this, like this method is not available in this dynamic frame. It's only available in Spark data frame. Okay, so what it is showing, this is also showing now dynamic frame. Looks like in the recent version they have added that. So it's showing in the JSON format. So this one is showing in the tabular form, which is very convenient to read. You can see here. So now let's move to the next one. Display full column content. So in this example, you can see like description column is not printed clearly, but if you will put like df dot show instead and passing a parameter truncate equal to false, then it's gonna show all the full contents of the column. So you can see. So if you want to see the all the content, so sometime this might be required also when you are doing the analysis of the data. Okay, so now moving to the next, display two rows and full column content. So you can pass these kind of parameters to df data frame dot show, like it 2 stands for number of row and truncate equal to false stands for full column content. You can mention here like 5. If you want to see the 5 rows, then it can do that thing also for you. See, it's showing 5 rows now. It can do 15 rows also, only showing top 15 rows. So this is how you can use it. Now next is how to use pyspark column class for data frame column selection or creating a subset data frame. So you can do like data frame dot select. This data frame is Spark data frame, right? Because we have converted the Glue data frame into Spark data frame, and after that we are using all these methods on that. So this is the one way DataFrame.select and then DataFrame.date. So select is gonna be same, but inside you have to put like object reference dot column name, and then it's gonna show that. So you can see like it's showing the date column, and this is another way. If you want to do, like, you can put like rectangle brackets and this, so both the syntax are okay if whatever you like, whichever programming language background you are coming, so both are correct. So you can see like time is also printed as a next column. So there is one more option here. So if you, let's give it a try to this. So let me comment out this. So you can see like both the syntax in the same select clause, so date and data frame. Yeah. So this is also possible. So use whichever you like. Okay, now coming to this, let's comment it out and let's move to the using SQL column function. This is also another way how you can do the column selection. So you can use the SQL column function and just pass the column name. So you can see like we can print the equipment ID. After this, let's comment it out. I would like to show you what kind of arithmetic operation you can do on all these data frame column. So this is also possible, like you can do arithmetic operation on the column. So data frame dot attribute value plus 5 minus 5 star 5 slash 5. This one is the division. So all these kind of arithmetic operations are also possible. So this is a new column like attribute value plus 5. So previous value was 10 here in the attribute value column, and now it's plus 5 is 15, and the minus 5 is deleting it to 5. Then this one is the multiplication, and this one is the division. So you can see now arithmetic operations are also possible. And this is how, like, next example is creating a subset of data frame. So data frame dot equipment ID and this arithmetic operation, we are putting attribute value plus 15, and then if you print this data frame, then this is what it is showing you. So this is our kind of like subset data frame. So based on your requirement, you can do all these kind of functions here. So now moving to the next example. So this here we're going to show you how to add new column to a Spark data frame. So first example I would like to show you, this is going to be the column new name, and what we are doing is we are selecting this attribute value column into 2 and putting into this data frame. So attribute value 1 is going to be the new column. So if I execute it, you will be able to see. So this was the attribute column, and we have added new attribute value 1 column, and it is showing like each value is multiplied by 2. So you can see that. So this was the first approach using the column function. Now second approach is you can use the alias function, right? And what we are doing here, again we are selecting all the column of data frame, and then we are like, this is the column, we are driving attribute value 1 into 2 and giving it a name 2. So what it will happen, this will add one more column here, attribute value 2, and the value of that is going to be the multiply. I have all the values multiplied by 2. So let's go for that. So you can see attribute value 1 is there, attribute value 2 is there, and you might have seen like attribute value 4 is also popping up. So 4 is like coming from this fourth approach. So where we have created a temporary view, DataFrame.create or replace temporary view using as a clause in SQL statement. And from there, so this is like Spark SQL example. So how you can add a column using the Spark SQL. So in the Spark SQL, what you did, so select all the column attribute value 1 into 2 as attribute value 4. So this is attribute value 1 into 2 equal to 40, and then it's added over here from temporary view, and then it's showing this. So this is how you can add. So these all are the like first, second, and fourth. Now what we're gonna show you is how is the third approach going to work. So this one is just a select expression function with as clause. So what we are doing, selecting all the thing and then attribute value 1 into 3 as attribute value 3. So this is gonna add one more column which will be like value in that is gonna be multiplication of 3. So we would like to comment in this thing. You can see like attribute value 3 column is added here, and it's showing all the values 60, 60, 60, 60, 60 here in the second row. Okay, we are done for this.